make the mistake of threatening me.
I am asking you to be reasonable. Honor the terms of our deal, and no one has to lose.
I've dealt with a lot of competitors, a lot of takeover attempts. I know a bluff when I see one.
I never bluff, but perhaps you do.
I don't want any trouble. I'm not here to undermine the connections I made on your behalf. Let's just end this peacefully. I walk away, you don't lose anything.
I'm a bad man to double-cross. One of these days, you'll find out why.
Hi. Look. Nothing in my hands, nothing up my sleeves, no bouquets, nothing to pester you with.
I was gonna call you.
How'd it go with your father?
Well, you know, as you know, I've never been that close to my father, but I've gotten to a place where I could listen to him without getting angry. I just don't get a lot of what he says.
Like what?
Well, Mike says that, you know, he thinks addiction might run in the family, and, you know, he pulled out of gambling so many times and always got pulled back in. He thinks that that's going to happen to me, and I'm going to miss the power and eventually go back.
I know it's been a struggle for you.
Okay. You need to know. Yes, I do think about, you know, what my life would have been like if I didn't get into the mob. But, you know, it gave me a lot. Money, you know, power, and being able to tell people what to do, what not to do, right?
You still have your business.
And I know I do, and it's great. The business is great, but I don't have the power base. So I have to follow rules. You know, before, when I used to, like... When I used to... You know, somebody would upset me or something and get me mad, I'd be able to, you know, get rid of them. Now I have limits.
Change is hard.
Yeah, and it, you know, but I understand change is hard. That's not what I'm saying. You know, that life cost me a lot, and I lost too many people. And I'm not gonna lose you. Okay? Okay?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna remind you of those words.
You don't have to remind me, because you mean everything to me. And I'm gonna spend the rest of my life proving it to you.
Okay, but I have a question for you. And I need you to be honest with me. You have to promise me that you're going to be 100% honest.
Yeah, okay.
Now, I know that you've been under a lot of stress. You try to hide it, but I can see the signs. I know you too well. So before I go on and on about caterers and cocktail napkins, are you sure that you're absolutely comfortable with the size of the wedding I'm planning?
It's the wedding of your dreams. I want you to have it.
You know, you keep saying that.
Yeah, but I mean it. The only thing that really matters to me is when they put that ring on your finger and they pronounce us husband and wife.
Well, that's good, because I have some sample menus on the terrace. I didn't want you to feel pressured.
Don't do that.
I'll be right back.
All right. I am not here as your attorney.
Yeah?
I am here speaking to you as a woman who is deeply concerned about a man that she holds in very high esteem. Max is supremely loyal to you, and you are taking advantage of that loyalty by putting Max at risk.
Why is Max at risk?
Let me clarify. My relationship with Max is at risk because Sonny is working the poor man to the bone, which means that Max's personal life is non-existent, just as Sonny fully intended, I'm sure.
Max came back to work for me as my bodyguard.
Yes, but Max is loyal to a fault, and
Right.
since you have never approved of Max's romance with me, you are now manipulating the situation so that Max is always too busy to see me. And that I find unconscionable.
Diane has a point.
Max's personal life is not my problem.
Look, I am personally grateful that Max came back to work for Sonny, right? He provides excellent security. So maybe we can find some middle ground. I mean, after all, you and I are very fortunate to have each other. Who are we to deny Max and Diane wanting to be together, right?
I don't want to upset Kate, so Max, I'll cut back his hours.
Thank you.
Welcome.
And I will make certain that Max knows yours was the voice of reason. You still don't deserve her.
Why do I put up with her?
Because she's an excellent lawyer. I feel much better knowing she's at your side in case anything from your organized crime comes back to haunt you. Do you ever wonder what it would have been like if we had run away?
Well, we wouldn't have the kind of wedding reception where you can choose what menu you want.
True. I know that I hurt you when I didn't show up all those years ago, but I have to believe things worked out the way they're supposed to.
Does this mean you don't want to elope?
How did we transition to that subject? So
Well,
quickly?
it's just that, you know, I want to get this show on the road, and I can't, I'm not going to let you go this time.
I'm going to be all yours September 26th. It's less than a month away.
It seems like a long time. Seems like a year or something. Listen, you know what? I cannot wait to marry you in front of the entire world, which you probably invited anyway, so...
If you are doing this just for me, you have to tell me.
No, I'm doing this for... What do you mean just for you? This is for us. I got nothing to hide. I cannot wait for the whole world to see how happy we are.